believe, then I'm very confident that you know, you will find this business is not that difficult already. You know why I keep telling people that this is the #1 most difficult job, is to be convinced, and do not let anybody else to convince you, because if you let your upline, you let the company staff, or you let a diamond or comeback to convince you, I tell you, the next day when we meet some problem, challenges, your friends and who are really influential and tell you all the negative things, and then you will confuse. Then you will start to, you know, really confused, and you don't know who should you listen to, whether to listen to Mark Lloyd, to listen to the Crown Ambassador, or to listen to your friends who are so influential, keep telling you that, oh, you know, this thing won't work, products are too expensive, blah, 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 blah. I tell you, got confused. So why want to let other people convince you? Why not you convince yourself? So buy a few products, you know, learn from your upline, make some comparison, you know, buy a few more other experts, analyze the price, analyze the quality. Hey, if after you put in the time and effort to really make comparison, and you are convinced that this is really good products, and nobody convinced you, it's you. It's you that convince yourself. Hey, congratulations, if you are the one that going through this kind of process, procedures, that you really convince yourself that, hey, Amway products are good, I tell you, you will have the power to convince other people. You know, I did that. Yes. Now, trust me, I believe you too can become successful, really. As I said just now, I guarantee you will not make it in Amway if you do not believe. And I can guarantee if you can convince yourself, you can make it. Because you have the capability of doing it. Now, I was sponsored in Amway in 1978, but I heard about Amway in 1977. My good friend Chan Kuntin approached me, and he showed the products and the circle and then the business, and wanted to sponsor me into Amway. But I said no to him. I rejected him. And I was negative. I told him this business wouldn't work. And sure enough, 6 months later, Mr. Chan quit the business. And 1 year later, you know, I signed up. And when I signed up, I went back to talk to Mr. Chan. Of course, he was not very happy. You know, he said, a year ago, I approached you, I want to sponsor you, and you said no to me. So why should I join you now? Good question, right? Did he join?
Yes.
Did I sponsor him?
Yes.
Of course. Then why? I tell you what. It was because after I met Dr. Jerry, and then I started to understand, you know, it's very important that I have to be convinced first. And that's why I study about the product, I study about it, and when I was convinced, I was very positive. Because when I started to have the belief in Amway, I wanted to go back and share with my friends. And of course, Chan, you know, he tried. He tried, he got his sponsor a couple of people, and none of them make it. In fact, all the people sponsored by him quit the business. And all the downlines sponsored by him are, some of them are my classmates. All these people are professional. They are university graduates. They are not ordinary people who have no, background. They have background, and yet they couldn't make it. You know why? Not because Chan Kuntin are not capable of doing the Amway business. Because in 1977, when Chan signed up, he didn't really attend meetings and learn and really be convinced. He only let his upline tell him good business, good product, so he thought he believed. In fact, if Chan was really believed in Amway at that time, I could have been sponsored by him. Fortunately, he didn't believe at that time, so he couldn't sponsor me. So because I believe, so now I became his upline. Right? And the story is history changed. And today, Chan Kuntin is one of my most successful leaders in my organization. I tell you, we haven't yet to have a Crown Ambassador in Philippines. I challenged you yesterday night that why not be the first Crown Ambassador? And do you know that Chan Kuntin, he now got how many Crown Ambassadors in his organization? I think probably more than 20. 25 Crown Ambassadors in this organization. And Mr. Foo Tracy, of course, the downline, and then Choi Kiet, Italy, also the downline, and all these are Crown Ambassador. So can you imagine if he were to be convinced in 1977, then I became one of Chan Kun Ting's Crown Ambassador. But today, all these 25 Crown Ambassadors are now in my organization. That's a lot of people. Yeah. All right. So I kept trying to explain to you because not because I'm really good, you know, I got education or I got background or I'm somebody. No, I was just like you, ordinary people. I became successful in Amway because I really believe, and that kind of belief is very firm. Nobody can shake my belief. Anybody can tell me Amway would work, I will not believe. Not because I believe in Amway, because I believe in Foo Howe Kean. I think this is really a very important concept. That you better believe in yourself. So be convinced. Once you are convinced, and then you can move to the second step. This is your own business. Remember, ABO. You are ABO, Amway Business Owner, and now you own your own business. And you better start to have the understanding of what do you mean by you are your own boss. Not easy to be a boss, okay? Not easy to start your own business. Of course, if you want to start your own business, it's really not difficult. You need to have experience, you need to have money, you need to have know-how, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, Amway, you really do not need to have money, you don't need to have experience. You just say, okay, I want to be in Amway, so you sign up already. So because of that, most people really do not understand what is the meaning of ABO. What is the meaning of I'm my own boss? Hey, if you do not understand that, I can guarantee you again, you will not make it in Amway. Because you do not know that you are your boss. We are so used to work for people. How many of you still working for people? Please put up your hand. That you are still an employee for a company. Most of you are already full-time in Amway. So I believe, no job. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay. Now, I was an employee 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I used to work for different companies. So, you see, human beings are like that. When I work for people, okay, automatically, I wake up early in the morning. Automatically, I have to go to the office. I got to finish my work before I can go home. Are you doing the same thing? Yes. Right? You can complain, you know, Manila, traffic jam. You can complain, oh, rain. But you still have to be in the office. So in other words, all of us, we are so used to have somebody to tell us what to do and how to do. Somebody to supervise us. Somebody to manage our time. But now, you become your own boss. I tell you, hey, Amway is not really very difficult. To me, sell products, not really difficult. Sponsor people, not very difficult. But to learn to be your own boss is really very difficult. You just imagine, now you are the boss, okay? And you have a plan. You want to meet a prospect tomorrow. You want to visit your friends tomorrow to talk about the products, to explain the sales and marketing plan. But tomorrow, you know, tomorrow is Monday, right? So your appointment is 8 o'clock in the evening. But after 8 hours of hard work, when you get back to your home is so comfortable. Now, you struggle already. Will you still want to go to see your prospect? Yes or no? Yes. Oh, very good. That means you really, qualified to be a boss, right? Because nobody nobody can force you to see your prospect. Okay? Right now, nobody can ask you to do anything about the Amway business. Nobody, not your sponsor, not the diamond, not the crown ambassador, not even Doug and Steve. No one else in the world can get you to do anything about the Amway business. The only person that can get you to do something about it is you yourself. That is your boss. That is you. And you can always give excuses. Let's say tomorrow, and when you want to get ready to get out of your front door, and you see rain. Give you good excuse already. I say, today rain, postpone to tomorrow, cannot. And you check, oh you see, traffic jam, to travel to my prospect's home may take me an hour. Today is a bit tired. Can I go and see my prospect tomorrow? Can or not? Of course can, because you are the boss. It's up to you whether you want to go or not to go. Nobody can say anything. I tell you, this is the most difficult part about doing Amway business. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, to me, when people talk to me, Amway this, Amway that, difficult to become successful, I say no. This business actually is a simple business. This business, you can make it. Definitely you can become something. You can become diamond, you can even become a crown ambassador. If you believe and if you really know how to be a boss, to have discipline, to be motivated. Hey, anything you do, you got to have motive. You got to be motivated. Why do you want to join the Amway business? Why do you want to see your prospect? Right, so if you are motivated, it's a different story already. I was a very lazy guy. One of the reasons why I do Amway because I was lazy. Because, now, really, when I decided to build the Amway business, after I met with my upline, I set myself a goal. I want to be retired at the age of 40. Because at that time I was only 26 years old. I said, I wanted to read, because I read a book, How to Retire at the Age of 40. Because I was lazy. I said, who wants to work every day? Who wants to work for the rest of his life? Nobody. Nobody wants to, work for the rest of his life. If I can retire early at the age of 40, then I can do whatever things I enjoy doing. Am I right? I go beaches, listen to music, travel around the world. This is what I want. Not to work, not to sell the products, not to sponsor people. But I have to achieve success first before I can retire. Yes?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
Yeah. So once I understand that, I got the motive already. But still, I tell you what, home is so comfortable. Every time when I come back home, after dinner and then have a glass of beer, I'm so relaxed, Don't want to go out already. That's why I tell you, the greatest challenge about your Amway business is not about selling a sponsor, it's your front door. You have to overcome that. That means you have to learn to really be your own boss. So how to do that? You got to be motivated. Hey, don't wait for your upline to call you. I tell you, if you need your upline to call you, to really urge you to attend meeting, to sell, to sponsor, forget about the Amway business. You will not make it. Don't wait for people to make you work. Ask yourself this question. Do you really want to become successful? Do you have a reason for doing the Amway business? Do you have motivation? Are you motivated? If you answer is yes, I have a good reason, I'm motivated. I tell you, you do not have to wait for your upline. You do not have to wait for anybody to call you. And front door, I tell you, how I overcome my problem of getting out of my comfort home? To me, it was very simple because I got a big motivation. I wanted to make money. Well, money, for those who have money, maybe money is not important. But for me, I've got no money. Money is very important. So my mind is, I want to make money. Really? Let me ask you a question. Let's say, right now, you got 10 million peso. I don't know whether 10 million is a lot or not, but not too bad. Let's say if you have got 10 million peso, how many of you would spend to buy a car? To buy a car? You don't like car?
No.
No? Why?